being part of Vision Source and the bigger family means supporting each other. And recently in Houston, we had a hurricane come through, Hurricane Ike come through, and it really put a lot of us out of business. Personally, I was closed for 2 to 3 weeks because of the power outage in Houston. And you know, when those kind of things happen, you start to scramble a little bit. You start reaching out where you can for funds so that you can keep the bills paid. But you know, one of the best feelings I've ever had was opening up the mail one day and receiving a check from the Vision Source Foundation. It was not expected, and it just really made me feel like I was being taken care of and just being part of a larger picture. And you know what that makes me want to do is give it all back. It was a great gesture, and I think what I really gained from it was how I can be a bigger part of Vision Source as part of the family.
September 2005, of course, we all know his history is Hurricane Katrina hit the city of New Orleans. I had a very prosperous practice at the time. Things were going perfect. We were just kind of in overdrive, just working along, and all of a sudden the unexpected happened. My entire city was flooded. Well, I figured, hey, if we got a storm blew the building down, we can move around the corner. Or if a fire came, we could pick up the pieces and start again. But this was something so unprecedented. The entire city was gone. All the patients were gone. Not only the office, not only the heart stuff, but the people were not there to service. So it was something, nobody had a script to fix this. Well, of course, right after I saw what was going on in New Orleans, I did call Vision Source to say, hey, look, I'm out of there. I'm not being evacuated in a helicopter or something. I'm safe, my family's safe, we're all healthy and happy. That was good. The very next day, they called me right back and says, look, what can we do? I said, well, truthfully, I'm not sure I know what to do. I got John McCall called me. He says, Mike, come down to Texas. I got a house for your family to live in. We'll put your kids in school. I'll give you a job tomorrow. And I was, you don't know what, sorry, you just don't know what this does to me. I'm shaking right now just thinking about it. It's over 3 years later. But just to have somebody pick you up from being dumped out and just totally out, to say, okay, you're going to be all right because we're going to take care of you and make sure you're okay. Struggled along. Amazingly, people would trickle back. I'd see 1 or 2 one day. Next thing you know, it was 3 or 4. Then the week came by, we had a whole day full of patients. My staff also was very rewarded by that because we'd see people we were treating for 10, 15, 20 years. The children of patients who had their children were coming to see us. We would hug each other. It was a connection that was unbelievable. Not far from the office, really right around the corner, another building came available. It was in horrendous shape. I knew I'd have to do a lot of work to it. And I leaned again on Vision Source. I called Glenn. I says, Glenn, I have an opportunity. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I have to get some ideas. What can I do? I have this building to work with. What can I do to make an optical? Glenn had my wife and I come up to Kingwood. He put us up. He drove us around to various very successful offices, including his own, showed us the layout, how we did it, what we did, who we saw for these different products and what have you, and that was the beginning. Also helped out with giving us some ideas how to get it done, how to get it built. Well, now I have to say I'm very proud of my new Vision Source office. It's one of the most beautiful buildings in the area, and some of it's copied after thoughts I got from the Vision Source offices here in Houston. In fact, the mayor of the city gave me a proclamation for bringing back that part of the city and being one of the pillars of now the city there. So it's been a wonderful thing in the long term. I would never want to go repeat that experience again, but because of Vision Source and a lot of the people connected there, they supported me when I was down and really helped out tremendously. So I guess now we have a happily ever after story.